If you've been wondering how best you can get a rental property in the coastal land, which you can use as a holiday home, but also earn some money, which basically means you own that property for free, you have come to the right place. In today's video, my good friends, you are going to see a property opportunity that is available for anybody, especially you, our subscribers, who are here and subscribe to the channel, and you get to see these deals coming in every Wednesday at the top of the hour at 7 p.m. You get to see these deals coming by. Today, we have a deal, an opportunity that is in the coastal side of South Africa. And within this property, you can make it a holiday home, meaning that you can actually stay on this property during the holiday season. December, boss. Yes, in December you can stay in this property, enjoy the serenity of the beach, because you just like a walk through away. And then obviously you can also make some money in it. Is it an Airbnb? Is it a student accommodation? Is it a flip? Hold your horse. As usual, before we jump into deals, we are always talking about our mantra. And our mantra goes something like this: my heart is open, my mind is open, help me TJ to make some moolah. Or at the top of counting up to 3, we're going to go together. And let's go. 1, 2, 3. My mind is open, my heart is open, help me TJ to make some money. And that's what we are all about, making money with the real estate. Like I did mention, this opportunity is available for someone who is a subscriber to this channel. They are wanting to buy a deal. It's yours. At least what I'll be able to do is to manage it for you. One of my partners, they do student accommodation. They'll be able to manage this property. And hint, hint, you figured it out. It is a student accommodation. Let me explain how student accommodation works in South Africa. Student accommodation works in South Africa in a number of ways, but the fundamentals of it is that students come on board from round about mid-January to early Feb, and they run all the way to around about November. They run their exams, and bingo, they go home. So the contractual obligation that many a university will give, they will give you a 10-month contract, and they will give you some moolah on the, and generally they pay per bed, and the bed here that they're paying for, in this case, will be 4,500. That's what they're paying for within this town that we are talking about, which then means that for 10 months, you can be able to make some money, and you now have these 2 months, and basically within these 2 months, you can make it a holiday home, and you and your family can go and stay there. But before I go further, let's go and check out some other pictures of this property. I got a few pictures of this property, not far away from the beach. Yeah, you're not far away from the beach. Yeah, you get to buy yourself a beach house. All right, for less than R1,000,000. Imagine that. Oh, wow, this is amazing stuff. Let's go out and check out these pictures. You have seen those pictures, and I'm sure you are now wondering, how best can you get into the deal? It is a student accommodation, like I did say, but it's a hybrid. Student accommodation you can do for 10 months, and then you can either do Airbnb for the other 2 months, which I'm not like totally fond of at this junction on this deal. I'm like saying, well, why don't you just make it a holiday home? In December, you go out there and you see your property, you see what needs to be fixed, you see that the property is being well managed, and in the same time you are on holiday. So for 800,000, my good friends, I am going to be giving you this deal. It's at a whooping 30% return. Ooh, where have you seen a business? Where have you seen a property that's going to give you 30? I think here at the TJ Tribe, every Wednesday at the top of the 7 p.m. If you're subscribed, you get the notification that we are on, and obviously you get to see the deal, the opportunity, and within that you can reach us on the link below. There's a link below. If you're not able to reach us on that link, but you should be able to reach us on the link. All you need to do is just put in your name, surname, email address, cell phone, bingo, it comes through. We will see it in our system, and when we do see it, we give you a call the next morning. Say, hello, Mr. Joe Brown or Miss Dikeledi, or whatever your name is, Susan Pillay, or whatever it is. For as long as you're subscribed here, you will be able to do that, and we'll be able to give you a call. When we give you a call, obviously this is an opportunity that you are buying yourself. So it's your property that you're buying yourself. We're just facilitating the sale for you, and thereafter you get to own the property, you get to run it. Well, I can manage it for you. My good friends at my student house, they are able to see that. Boom, there is their logo there for my student house, and their website. You can just scroll through to see what they do in the areas that they do. So having said that, let's speak about the numbers of this deal. I think it's important, right? So firstly, we're buying it as a holiday home, yes, but also it's about the investment. So for the rest of the year, if you had to put in here some money for the rest of your life, you can be making some money in the year, and this property is paying you, and that means that your holiday could be paid off. Or you can decide to Airbnb the place and take the money and go and holiday somewhere else. Maybe Kruger National Park, maybe South America, Japan, I don't know, maybe Africa. I don't know. Whatever you do with your money, we do not judge what you do with your money. It's your money at the end of the day. Let's jump on into the deal. The deal is you can bank this deal at 800,000. The seller have agreed with us. They said they will take 800,000. And on this 800,000, my good friends, you are going to need round about 61,000, which is going to go for transfers. You're going to need an additional 200,000 that is going to go towards conversion. And you're going to need additional 90,000 that is going to give you your furniture for the property. You will be able to have 12 students on the property. 12 students. For security, fire equipment, and accreditation, round about 43,000 is what you're going to need for all of those nice things. Which then means that hard cash, if you're going to go with the bank on this one, let's assume the bank has given you 800,000. The bank, they've given you 800,000, which is 100%. You are going to need a whooping 394,500,000. Let me repeat that number again. 394. Let's just call it 400. For ease of mathematics, you're buying it at 800. You need 400,000 cash of your own money, hard cash, because these things will require cash. And on top of that, you are going to be making 54,144 every month from this coming year. At the moment, this property is just a normal property. It's a bit of a hybrid. There is a family that's staying there. There is 1 or 2 students that are staying there. It's like a 3-story kind of like property. It's on the coastal, so you know it's like Yeah, you get what I mean, eh? Like houses in Durban, they're like, so you get first floor, second floor, something like that, something like that, right? But anyway, you've seen the pictures, right? You've seen the pictures. So 54,000, let's just call it 54,000. I know that there's a bit of change around it. So 54,000 is what you are going to be banking on here on your monthly basis for 10 months. 10 months. Remember, student accommodation is for 10 months. TJ, can I push it into 12? Yes, you can, right? It just depends with your type of the contract that you're going to be having with your students. But if you're contracting directly with the university, which we advocate for, if you're going to do it with any other students, by the way, my good friends, there is many types of students. There is bursaried students, and again, there's many types of bursaries. There's government-funded bursaries. Again, in the government bursaries, there is different types. There's what is called institutional bursaries. So, Minister of Forestry will say they want to have a bursary of their own. So it's a government, but it's institutional. So they are looking for a particular student. They will pay for the student's terms and conditions and how much they're going to pay. Then there's the famous NSFAS, and that's another type of a student. And then there's the private students. Private students may come from overseas. They may come from Pan-Africa, our neighboring countries, or even further all the way to the west. Not the west of Gauteng, west of Africa. Like Nigeria, Ghana, all of those places. They come to learn here, and and likewise, we've got students in South Africa that also go and learn this. So it's a bit of a cultural thing. There's many students that have come that I've met personally from the US, from the UK, Germany, the German school, they've got their own bursary, that kind of stuff. So there's a wide array of students that you can have, my good friends, when it comes to student accommodation. And I have just given you here the value of 4,500 because that's what many institutions would dictate to pay. But there are some that pay high and there are some that pay low. But within this deal, my friends at My Student House, they will be able to give you a good indication of how they will manage this property. So if you are to take this property for yourself, I'm just facilitating the deal in terms of you buying it, and then the management, I'll introduce you to the guys that are at My Student House, and they will be able to take you on. And when they do take you on as a client, they will manage your property for you, and for the rest of your life you own this property and you reap the reward. What is the reward? 33.9%. Let's just call it 34%. So 34% is what you're going to be banking on your money when you buy this property. 800, you need it as a bond. So with that, with the current interest rate, prime plus 2, you will need round about 800. If you're to get like a 90% loan to value, you're going to get round about, you pay 8,600. So that's expense number 1. Expense number 2, rates and taxes, it's about 1,000. And insurance, pest control, and cleaning services, you need that. Wi-Fi, the student accommodation is like water, it's gold, right? You always need a strong Wi-Fi. And over and above that, there is the house mother that you need to, and then the maintenance. I can, for some of you who are interested in this deal, when you send us your detail on this link here, we will send you the full pack. You can see that I'm looking at this direction here because I'm looking at the pack. We will send you the full pack, and we will know who you are, and we'll send you the pack. And then thereafter, if you're keen on the opportunity, bingo, we will process the paperwork for you and you buy the property for yourself. It's yours. We are facilitating the sale. On a monthly basis, you are banking 13,419. That's what your money, how much money you're making off your 400,000 investment. So you're making 34% return on investment, and that's 13,000 that you're going to be making there. The university is going to pay you because you are the landlord, and you will make the money. The business, My Student House, is all just going to look after your students. So it's a good thing. I do think that this is a good opportunity, especially for early investors. If anyone is an early investor, what do I mean by that? Maybe this is your first property that you're wanting to jump into, or maybe this is second, third, fourth property that you are wanting to jump into, but you are looking for a home, a coastal home, a holiday home. This is what you can get into. So my good friends, let me know in the comments whether this is something that you want to jump on. Don't type interested. No, don't do that, please. We don't do that here. What you do is there is a comment that we are going to pin in the comment section. All you need to do is to put in your details. Be a keyboard warrior, Taurai, Jack, cell phone number and email address, and then bingo, you submit it. We'll give you a call tomorrow. If the opportunity is still there, you take it. If someone else who's a subscriber here has already taken it, don't worry. This is not the only deal that we've got. There's plenty of opportunities that come in here. Some, they survive and come onto this grandstand, which we call Wednesday, the deal day. But some don't. We send out an email, and because we have your details, right? If we send you an email, you will get it. And if you're happy with it, maybe it's a Monday, hey, the deal didn't survive to get to Wednesday. And we don't showcase all of the deals here. So it is my friends, good friends, and let me encourage you. Number one, don't forget to subscribe. Number two, if this is of interest to you, let us know in the comments on the form. Let us know who you are, and then we'll be able to facilitate these deals for you, or just send the deal to the next person who might be keen. So tell them this cat here called TJ, he's got some fire deals coming up. Fire deals, yeah, that's why we're calling them. And they can also, who knows, find their own deal through us. It is I, TJ. We will see you here, right here on the TJ Tribe in our next video. God bless.